Here we are, another live video. It's been a while since I've done one of these live videos. I hate doing live videos because something always seems to go wrong. You know, I've been trying to get back into the swing of things after vacation and kind of tie up some personal things after the accident, the car crash that my family was involved with a couple of weeks ago when we were on vacation. So I've been a little bit out of the YouTube loop, and I'm just now this week starting to get back into the swing of things. So in any case, I was just chit-chatting a little bit ago online with Active JR. He's got another up-and-coming health and fitness tech channel similar to my own. And so he was just asking me if I knew any details about the new Garmin Fenix 5 Plus that, you know, there's been some kind of rumors, some prototype units that have kind of appeared where there's been some pictures taken. And so I don't have a lot of information right now. It is just at this point mostly rumors and some prototype units. So what I want to do here in this video is just kind of go over a couple of the rumors, and then I'm going to provide, after this video, I'm going to throw a link in the description that takes you to kind of the source where all of these rumors are being compiled. So again, it's just rumors at this point. There have been a couple of pictures that have surfaced showing the back of what appears to be a Garmin Fenix 5, or what is a Garmin Fenix 5 prototype unit with the lettering Garmin Fenix 5 X Plus or 5S Plus. Some of these pictures have surfaced. And so I want to kind of go over what is Garmin doing with this Plus version of the Garmin Fenix 5 and kind of go from there. So some of the obvious things that Garmin is probably going to be doing here with the Fenix 5 is adding Garmin Pay. So Garmin Pay is something that has been added to all of the most recent devices, like the Garmin Vivoactive 3, the Garmin Vivoactive 3 Music, the Garmin 645 Music. So Garmin has been adding mobile payments to all of those most recent devices, and obviously that was not a feature that they included with the Garmin Fenix 5 series. So it's very likely that they're going to add that feature to the Plus version of the Garmin Fenix 5, which, you know, just makes sense. You know, it's not, that's unfortunately that feature of mobile payments, the technology that's built in to do that, isn't something that they would be able to do with just a firmware update on the previous generation watches, per my understanding of how that technology works. So it's not like they could have just gone back and done a firmware update for the Garmin Fenix 5 watches to add mobile payments. Otherwise, they may have done that. Or they may have not have done that. They may just be trying to, you know, get upsell people on the latest and greatest and the newest and the best. And it might be just kind of, you know, a quick money grab for Garmin as well, because we're certainly seeing that. We're seeing where Garmin is releasing products like the Garmin Vivoactive 3 without the ability to play music, even though that would be an easy feature to add and all the competition had it, but they didn't do that. And then, you know, here we are a few months later and, you know, suddenly appears the Garmin Vivoactive 3 Music with that feature added in, kind of, you know, an easy money grab. On the Garmin S Watch for Golf, just answering a question here. Not that I'm aware of. Again, I'm getting back into the loop and kind of figuring out, getting my bearings on everything that's been new and announced. So I'll have to look into that. So that's the first thing, Garmin Pay on the Garmin Fenix 5. The next thing is going to be Garmin Music, right? Because again, Garmin is now adding this music feature to all of their latest watches, like the Garmin Vivoactive 3 Music, the Garmin 645 Music Forerunner watch. So now we have a Vivoactive watch, we have a Forerunner watch with the music feature, and so it just makes sense that they're going to add the music feature to the Fenix series as well. Now, this one kind of annoys me maybe a little bit, because clearly the Garmin Fenix 5 does have the ability to communicate to Bluetooth, because it does that by connecting to the app on your phone through Bluetooth. And the Garmin Fenix 5 watch, or at least the 5X, does have adequate storage for at least some music storage. And so they could have, in my opinion, likely added the Garmin music storage feature and playback to the Garmin Fenix 5 series, or at least the Fenix 5X, and they've chosen not to do that, and it appears that they're probably going to do that with just the Fenix 5 Plus series. So that's just a little bit annoying because they, they could have supported an older product, a product that is older, but only, maybe a year and a half old. They could have supported that, and especially because users are paying so much money for that product, they could have thrown them a bone and given them the music playback feature, and it looks like they're not actually going to do that. They're just going to try to upsell everybody on, the Fenix 5 Plus. And so that's going to be, so up to this point, Garmin Pay, Garmin Music are going to be added. And then the other thing that is somewhat confirmed is Galileo support. Now, I'm not entirely sure what Galileo support is. Again, I haven't researched it all, but it's a GPS support that goes above and beyond just typical GPS and GLONASS, but you're going to get more detailed maps, topographical maps, color topographical maps, along with information that will show common routes. So for example, if you're going to go do a hike in the Smoky Mountains, you'll be able to use this additional feature of Galileo to support color topographical maps and show you typical hiking routes that others have taken, and so there's going to be that feature as well. So this is going to be similar to like what Suunto has done with some of their GPS tracking, where they will show you routes that other people have taken. If you're in an area where there's a lot of hikers and a lot of hiking that takes place, Garmin is kind of trying to emulate some of the Suunto features there. In terms of pricing, the cheapest that's been rumored is the Garmin Fenix 5S Plus would ring in at $699. So that is a lot of money. And then additionally, if you're going to go on the high end, if you're going to get, the highest version, the Fenix 5X Plus with the sapphire glass and leather straps and everything, you're going to be looking to spend about $850. So we're approaching, once you throw tax on there and everything, we're approaching $1,000 for a Garmin Fenix 5X Plus, which is just a ton of money. So in my opinion, if you have a Garmin Fenix 3 or a Garmin Fenix 5 series watch, it's probably not worth it for you to upgrade just to get mobile payments, music, and Galileo support. Just for those three things, it's probably not worth it for you to upgrade and spend that kind of money. So now, if you're someone that has been kind of keeping an eye on the prices and you're interested in purchasing a Garmin Fenix watch for the first time, then, arguably there's a place where you would maybe want to consider the Garmin Fenix 5 Plus, one of those lineups, one of those watches. But, the counter argument is obviously when they release the Garmin Fenix 5 Plus series, there may be a notable drop in pricing for the current existing Garmin Fenix 3 and the Garmin Fenix 5 series watches. So again, if there's a substantial enough price drop, it might be just, if you want to do without mobile payments and mobile music and Galileo support, you may just opt in for an older version of the Fenix series. So that's all I have for this video, really. If you want to throw up some questions, I'll try to answer what little I know at this point. But again, after this video, I'm going to go back to my computer and I'll put in the description my source, my source for all of this information, so you can go see the pictures and you can see all of the detailed information in regards to all of this. But that's pretty much it. So I'll have a couple of other videos coming out here in the next few days. I have the Garmin Vivoactive 3 music coming in hopefully tomorrow, and so I don't know if I'll be able to get to the unboxing video tomorrow or not. And then I also am going to introduce a new guest host or co-host that I'm going to be using here on the channel, so you guys will get to meet her. Will you be doing a review of the Band 3, the Mi Band 3? Yeah, I mean, absolutely. There's the Chinese market in terms of like what Xiaomi and the Mi watches, the Amazfit watches. I've been really impressed with what they've done. As a matter of fact, the Amazfit Stratos is kind of my #2 watch right now. So I wear that on a weekly basis, not every day. It's not my daily wearable. I don't really have a daily wearable, but in terms of like what I use for just on a personal basis, I've been impressed with what I've been seeing coming out of the Chinese market. They're starting to compete with Garmin, which is pretty impressive. The the Stratos or the Vivoactive 3 for music, for cycling, gym, run. What are your thoughts? Okay, that's a great question. So for me personally, purely in terms of the aesthetics and pricing, I prefer the Stratos. I mean, I think that the Amazfit Stratos looks a lot better just in terms of cosmetics and build quality. It looks not just equal with what Garmin is doing, but it looks better than what Garmin is doing right now, which is, should worry Garmin a little bit that they have a Chinese competitor that's offering features and similar build quality at a fraction of the cost. So, I mean, I've seen prices go for the Amazfit Stratos as low as $169, and you're getting a GPS GLONASS watch, which pairs with external Bluetooth sensors, has built-in music playback and storage, and connects to Bluetooth headphones, and all of those features. You can go do that for $169, or you can go get the Vivoactive 3 Music, which is going to cost $300, almost twice as much money, and in my opinion doesn't even look quite as nice on the wrist. So there's all of that. So yeah, I've been impressed with Amazfit, with Xiaomi, with the Mi watches. Have I done a review of the Stratos on my channel? I have. Yeah, I've done a pretty lengthy review. So if you search on YouTube Techy Agent, Amazfit Stratos, you'll find my video. But I've really liked using it. It's been a watch that I've continued to use, so I highly recommend it. But that's about it here on this channel for now. Again, so I'll have a couple of videos. I'll have an unboxing video of the Vivoactive 3 Music coming out here either tomorrow or in the next couple of days. I'm going to introduce a new co-host that's going to be helping me with some of the reviews. And then the F935 update. Again, I don't have all of I don't want to speak to that because I don't have a lot of details or knowledge about that yet. I'm still getting back into the loop after kind of taking some personal time off from YouTube. Yeah, as that update comes out or as information comes out on that, you'll probably see a video. What should I do if my Vivoactive 3 calculates too many calories? If it's calculating too many calories, then one of the easiest ways to adjust the caloric burn that it's calculating for you is to adjust your weight in the settings on the watch or in the app. One of the things that it's factoring is your weight as you move around and run and do exercise. It's going to factor your weight and give you more calories burned because you're higher weight, you're moving more mass around, but your weight is correct. So that's true, but what you want to do is manipulate the algorithm that they're using on Garmin to calculate your calories by artificially lowering your weight. So for example, let's say you have that you weigh 200 pounds, but it's giving you too many calories. You might try bumping that to say like 185, and you may notice that it's awarding you fewer calories for when you are moving around and exercising or walking throughout the day because it's assuming that you weigh less, so you're spending less energy, less calories moving around. That's one of the ways you can kind of calibrate their algorithm if you think that it's off. Does Garmin include an activity factor for base metabolic rate calories? No, they don't. I mean, the very definition of base metabolic rate is that it's the amount of calories that you burn doing nothing. So if you were just sitting all day long, you're still going to burn calories just for existing. And so Garmin is going to calculate a base metabolic rate for you. Now, how they determine that, I don't exactly know what their algorithm is. There may be some factors in there in terms of your heart rate. It may factor in there some stuff regarding your weight again, so you could manipulate it using your weight. Yeah, Garmin has their algorithms in there to help calculate your base metabolic rate and then activity levels as well. The new Suunto 9, I will eventually get to the Suunto 9, and that's part of the problem, right? There's so many new wearables that are coming out that it's like I have 2 wrists, so I can only, in theory, review or test up to 2 products at a time, and so I'm hoping to get some outside talent here to help me start testing some of these other products. Forerunner 935 replacement. Yeah, somebody else mentioned that, the Forerunner 935 placement. I don't have information on that yet. I'll hopefully have a video highlighting that soon. So you volunteer Arissa's tribute. Nice, Don. Yeah, Don is actually a friend of mine, and he lives literally like a couple of blocks away. So that's a possibility too. We should get Don on here and have him test out some products for us. And plus, Don is an avid runner. His cardio is significantly better than mine, so I should have him test out some products for me, so you guys don't see that I'm running like 10 to 12 minute miles, depending on how I feel. So yeah, that's what's going on here on the channel. So I'll cut the video off now because we're about 15 minutes long, and then I'll throw that link in the description below. You know, so you can see my source information on the Garmin Fenix 5 Plus, and you can see the pictures and the prototype units that have leaked and all of that information. So anyways, guys, thanks for the questions. Thanks for watching. My name is Eric, and I'm the Techy Agent. We'll catch you guys next time. Now I got to figure out how to turn the damn thing off. There we go.